So Antonio Orozco scores the unanimous decision victory over Humberto Soto in the toughest fight of his career to date. He wins by the scores of 98-91, 97-92 twice. I thought those scores were a little bit wide. When you look at the punch numbers, pretty even fight, pretty close fight. Soto landed 184 out of 529 total shots for 35% accuracy. Orozco landed 187 out of 624 for 30% accuracy. The real difference was with the power punching. Orozco landed 133, he threw 400 power shots. Most of those, or many of those, were body shots. Soto landed 114, but he threw 258. He was a lot more selective with his power shots, and I think that's how Orozco got the closer rounds on the scorecards. But it's a good fight for him. I think it's one of those learning on the jobs, learning on the job type of fights, growing up in the ring. He's definitely going to learn a lot from this, and he's getting closer and closer to a title shot. Now, in the main event, Victor Postol, really terrific performance. He has arrived. Early on, the height difference was evident, and Lucas Matthysse was diving in the way he does with his power shots. And he was really punching whatever he could. Postol was tying him up a lot, and Matthysse was just landing wherever he could, the shoulders, the arms, to the back of the head a lot. Postol was holding a lot, but it was tactical. He was moving Matthysse in position where he could tee off. And even though Mathisse's shots were a lot harder, Postol's shots were straighter, and he was wearing down Matthysse. I thought in the 6th and 7th round, the machine had his best rounds. He landed some hard shots. In the 7th, he wobbled Postol a little bit with some of those hard shots. To the Ukrainian's credit, he weathered that storm, and it seemed after that point that Matthysse had kind of shot his wad, and he was just low on energy. He looked tired in there, and Postol just really took over the fight in those late rounds. He scores the TKO win in the 10th round. I'm looking at the scorecards right here. 2 judges at that time had it 86-85 for Postol. 1 judge had it 86-85 for Matthysse. So it was a very close fight on the cards. Matthysse wasn't landing as much, but his shots were so much harder. That's why I really didn't know how this fight was going to go. I figured it was close, but quick punch numbers, Postol landed 113 of 509. Only 22% accuracy, but he was much busier. Matthysse landed 96 of 281, 34%, but again, not as busy. The battle of the jabs, obviously, Postol won that. Power punching was pretty even. Postol landed 77 of 242, Matthysse 82 of 198. For Postol, again, like I said, he's arrived. He's definitely a major player at 140 pounds. He has a title now. And they talked about after this fight the possibility of him facing Terrence Crawford next year in a unification fight. Sign me up for that one if it happens. But all in all, it was another great doubleheader from HBO Boxing. They're having a spectacular year. They got some big fights coming up over the next couple months. I think they are definitely the network of the year when it comes to boxing.